2011, and for Stretton Climate Care, it's just another day at the office.
Right, so here we are.
We can we'll have to put stuff on the notice board.
Oh, I see.
One on here.
Starting with the filming now.
Well,
Setting
obviously,
up.
yes, and you will be sorry, won't you? That
I will. I will.
You saw that.
5 years ago, Stretton Climate Care was set up as a charity with the aim of helping people save energy, reduce their carbon footprint, and save the planet. That is, save the planet in a state that will continue to support human life. It's a big call. After all, the human race is not usually interested in things a long way in the future, particularly if they're not very pleasant.
Hey, am I being filmed?
Yes, without your permission either.
Yeah, exactly, yes. In the spirit of participatory video, I ought to be filming myself.
Well, you can if you like. Here we are.
No.
You can see yourself now.
Oh my God. Fate worse than death.
Stretton Climate Care carries out free home energy checks on people's homes and recommends ways in which they can reduce their energy use. So far, they've carried out nearly 350 checks, about 10% of the households in the area, and recruiting new customers is becoming more difficult. Early clients were, understandably, those who were themselves concerned about climate change and other green issues. To keep up the momentum, the Stretton Climate Care team now have to engage with those who are less committed. Today's meeting is the residents of a small estate in the town. The team hope they can get the three main roads on the estate to compete with each other to become the most energy efficient. But first, they have to get the people to turn up, and it's by no means a certainty that they will.
How many do you think we're going to get?
Is this being recorded?
Why? Does it make a difference?
Yes. I think we're going to get lots. I think they're going to turn out for a special treat because we've offered them tea. And it's a beautiful afternoon. First time they've been out all winter.
Yes.
What?
There's not a sound.
What's wrong with wishful thinking?
Talking to the natives.
Stretton Climate Care has produced a leaflet that has been delivered to every one of the 108 homes on the estate. Now it's just a matter of hoping someone will turn up at one of the two start-up meetings, one this afternoon, the other this evening. There's a wide age range on the estate, and it's important to reach the workers as well as the retired.
My name's Michael Burke, and I'm one of the members of Stretton Climate Care, which you may or may not have heard.
The turnout is disappointing.
But we're a local charity.
Even the sunshine and the offer of tea has only produced a handful of interested people. Nevertheless, Mike ploughs on with his introduction.
Our aim is to help the residents of the Strettons and the surrounding villages to make savings in their carbon emissions, and also to save money, because the more energy we can save, the more money it saves us. And at this time, when the prices are steadily rising, that's important to all of us. Perhaps just before I go on, I just want to say that Jamie is making a record of this meeting, because this is a kind of 2-year challenge, and it would be fun to have some sort of record of it. If any of you don't want to be filmed, you please say so, because we will make sure that you don't appear.
So all you have to do then is place a yellow post-it on your forehead, and when we see that, we'll edit it out. It seems very reasonable to me.
Is this all right? Can we carry on?
Yes, carry on.
The council's giving us a grant to do it. They think it's very important, apparently.
To have
a record.
One of the people at the meeting has already had her carbon footprint checked.
obviously I've used some more energy, but I was within limits, I think.
You were still incredibly low. Yes. It's,
Get rid of your car.
you're one of the people who teaches the rest of us how to do it. Because you're, yes, really.
Well, the average in the UK is about 9 tonnes.
10.17.
10.17. So what was yours then?
I got it in a year.
Oh, right.
Yes. And what was yours?
I think it was,
Oh, well,
you know, can you
yours
understand
is
it?
5.58
For the total, all right.
for the year. Yeah, so 4 cheers for Pat.
I wasn't.
Pat's carbon footprint of just over 5 tonnes is already remarkably low. But she also has some surprising news for the team that is hoping to sign up her neighbours for similar energy audits.
So there we are. It will start off with a home energy visit. And if you want to take part in this, we very much hope that you will sign up this afternoon for a home energy visit.
Can I just say that some people think that it is a snooping exercise on your electricity bills, and that has to be put right, that it's not that at all.
Well,
and I've heard that said. You need the information.
We need the information.
But you're not interested in that at all. I tried to say it's only in the kilowatt hours that you're using. And,
Yes.
And that.
Yes.
And you know, it's not. They're not interested in how much you're paying. That's.
Oh no.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I have heard that said.
Oh yeah, because we could then say you could sign up with somebody else and save money, and therefore.
Well, I
that
don't
sort
know.
of, I don't know.
I've
Well, we've
heard
got
that said,
yes.
and I would wanted to just say that to everybody.
Thank you very
That's
much.
very helpful,
It
actually.
is,
Yes.
it is nothing to do with what you're spending.
I think you need to say we're a charity. We've got absolutely nothing. We've got nothing to sell, except a more efficient lifestyle, if you like, and that's where we're coming from. So there's no money in this for us.
No.
The results go no further, presumably?
No.
Well,
we do not pass your information on to anybody else. If you want us to put you in touch with a firm that will come and improve your insulation or put panels on your roof, that's up to you. But you can ask us about that. But we don't pass on any information to them.
And the name is detached. We use numbers with the data into a
Yes,
database.
each one has a number, so we don't know the names, only the numbers. If you would like to sign up for a survey at the end of the afternoon, then these cards are available at the back, and then one of our volunteers will contact you and make arrangements to come and do it. So that is where it all starts, and then in 18 to 24 months' time we would aim to come and do it again, and that's what would give us the information on which we base the challenge.
As part of the project, Stretton Climate Care is offering to lend Battlefield estate residents energy monitors that will tell them at any moment exactly how much electricity they are consuming.
It goes to that, which is a wireless transmitter, and this then tells you how much electricity you're using.
How do you know where the in-wire is?
The monitors take just a few minutes to install and can be removed just as easily without affecting a home's electric circuits in any way. Jamie explains how this can be done and also the rather interesting effect of having a monitor can have upon those living in the home.
What's really interesting is that to start off with, you're completely, you're totally taken up by it, and it suddenly changes, and you say, "Who's put a light on upstairs?" And you go rushing off. It's very good for children because you're sitting in the kitchen, and you can suddenly see it doubling, and you shout up. Have you turned that Xbox on again?
Thank you.
Is that like the one you can borrow?
These are, you can borrow this from us.
As those at the meeting begin to discuss how the challenge might work, the conversation begins to flow, and they are joined, fresh from nursery, by some little people with a big stake in a world threatened by climate change. And it turns out, rather surprisingly for such a small community, that despite living as near neighbours, not many of the people in the Battlefield's estate actually know each other. From a fairly unpromising start, things seem to be going along rather well. And the repeat meeting later that day also brings in more interested individuals willing to give it a go. It's another modest success for Stretton Climate Care to add to the list of events, campaigns and initiatives that this little charity is getting up to.
Well, it's alright, riding around in the breeze. Well, it's alright, if you live the life you please. Well, it's alright, doing the best you can. Well, it's alright, as long as you lend a hand. You can sit around and wait for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond ring. Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright, sometimes you gotta be strong. Well, it's alright, as long as you got someone to lay. Well, it's alright, every day is Judgment Day. Maybe somewhere down the road away, you'll think of me and wonder where I am these days. Maybe somewhere down the road when somebody plays Purple Haze. Well, it's alright, even when push comes to shove. Well, it's alright, if you got someone to love. Well, it's alright, everything will work out fine. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line. Don't have to be ashamed of the car I drive. I'm just glad to be here, happy to be alive. And it don't matter if you're by my side, I'm satisfied. Well, it's alright, even if you're old and gray. Well, it's alright, you still got something to say. Well, it's alright, remember to live and live. Well, it's alright, the best you can do is forgive. Well, it's alright, riding around on the breeze. Well, it's alright, if you live the life you please. Well, it's alright, even if the sun don't shine. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line. Followed by I should be so much, followed by the Dr. Hazard, but it's anybody's guess as to who's going to win this one. Oh dear, just at the crucial moment, and the winner is number 12, I should be so happy, followed by 52, the Dr. Hazard, followed by number 45, Frank Cameron. Now it's really a matter of who's going to come in last, and you can see